Josstice greetings to everybody here. We are live. It is Thursday morning now, because it is 12:03 a.m. here Pacific time. It's already been Thursday for Matt. What's going on, Matt?
Yeah, well, not much, man. Just chilling. It's freaking 2 a.m. where I'm at.
Exactly.
Running on fumes.
That's how we roll here on the MidKnight Run. And we got a pretty nice little crowd here and really familiar friends. We got Fear Jason in the chat. What's going on, Fear Jason?
What up?
And Fear Jason is sending me my very own Funko Pop that he made for me. I think he made one for Dave Pena as well, but he made one for me, and that is badass. So Jason, thank you so much for that. That is.
Were you wearing a beanie in that Funko Pop?
No, it's supposed to be my hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So apparently that doesn't look like a hat. Okay, anyway.
Oh, it's 2D. I can't.
Yeah, it's 2D. It's 2D. We got Koopy Malik. Hello. The show's on yet? Yeah, it's on right now, Koopy, and we're ready to go. We got Jesse Allen in the chat. What's up, Jesse? And so, guys, we had a lot of cool stuff that happened just today, even. And that's what made today so much fun was that. Shut up. My phone's like telling me to do something. So that's what made today so cool was that we had a lot of things that dropped today, and we're gonna be able to go over all those fun little tidbits of news that were dropped today together as one, united. But before we do that, let's see who else is here. We got Dr. Fate. What's going on, man? We got DC Talk with Extended here as well. He was the first one here saying, yeah, let's do this, bro. He's off tonight, so he's here nice and early. We got Batdan. Do you think that Joe's reveal about Batfleck movie is good news or bad news for the Batfleck project potentially coming out? I think it's good news. I think it's going to happen anyway. Because I think now they probably changed some of it. I don't think it's exactly the same as it was. But yeah. I see what you mean, though. Because if he's giving away too much of the story, then how is it still a surprise for us when we actually
That's what I was thinking, too, when I first saw it. I was like, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if that's actually how it's going to happen or if they're just going to change it completely. If they have a completely new mindset of what they're going to do.
I know, right? We got old Sickness in the house. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down. Batman writes, today, nothing happened today for you. It's been today for about 5 minutes. Very funny, Batman. Very funny. Very funny.
Every day's a great day.
That's what I think about your show. But it was an A for effort, though. I'll give you that. Spider-Man 3, I know. Some exciting. crazy stuff. It came to Spider-Man 3. I tell you, it's just really unbelievable what they're going to be doing. Grace's comments today got me a little curious. And it did for me as well because, I mean, when we look at her comments, we see that she writes, Disney's animation will officially announce their next feature tomorrow in Kanto involving Lin-Manuel Miranda. Also, Warner Brothers is considering releasing another big top secret project. Oh, Jesse, get the hell out of the way. There we go. On HBO Max. Meetings taking place today. So they're considering releasing another big top secret project on HBO Max. And they're going to release it on Christmas Day. So here's my question, Matt. If it is anything bigger than Wonder Woman 84, that's coming on Christmas Day. So are they saying that they're going to release another movie on Christmas Day or another scoop or another?
It has to be another scoop. There's no way it's another movie.
Exactly.
They're not trying to take away from 84. The 84 is their baby right now.
Exactly. And you would think if Wonder Woman 84 gets released on Christmas Day and then at the same time they release, I'm making this up as I go, but imagine if they release like the Ayer cut. I mean, Patty Jenkins is gonna be pissed. She's gonna be like, not cool.
Yeah, she's gonna pull a Nolan.
Yeah, she's gonna pull a Nolan, or she's gonna pull a Mike Gundy and do one of these.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
But I mean, they're gonna get pissed. I don't think it's going to be another project. I don't think it's going to be another movie.
It's a test anyway. They're trying to see how much money they can make off from HBO Max and theaters with Wonder Woman 84. So I think it's just going to be a trailer for something. There's no way in hell it's a movie, like a full movie. That'd be weird, especially the Ayer cut.
Oh, I know. Top secret project. Wonder what it is. I know. But I wonder what it is. But Koopy, the thing is that Grace Randolph, that is, she alluded to another this isn't the first time that she said that something's going to happen, right?
Yeah, like Sam Benjamin not being Green Lantern.
Yes, exactly. Or Nicotina being the Green Lantern, or Ryan Reynolds for that matter, and that didn't happen as well. And that was something that they just kind of ran with, and it never actually came to fruition. So this could be something that she's putting out there just to kind of test the waters and see, how it sticks and where it goes. Because obviously, movie news is coming out very slowly. And where did I put the? Movie news is coming out very slowly, and so you have to start planting these seeds so that you have something to talk about as you get closer to Christmas. So I don't see why not. It's already December 10th. It's only 15 days. Might as well have something to talk about for the next 15 days.
That makes a good point. I mean, there is a post-credit scene that could build up to something happening in the future.
Exactly. And what's up, Andre? Great take, Matt.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
We gotta make a video for Great Take, Matt, because that is cool. But yeah, what if the mysterious Wonder Woman 84 post-credit scene makes that announcement? It could be. It could be that on that day they make the announcement because they figure that you've already seen the movie. But it's interesting to see what that post-credit scene is going to be in Wonder Woman 84, because we know that today that Patty Jenkins did say that there is a post-credit scene. Which I think will link to BBS to kind of play it safe, as opposed to the only thing that I can see that would be mind-blowing, in my opinion, would be that if at the end of Wonder Woman 84, if all of a sudden the Flash shows up and she's like, "Who the hell are you?" And he's
that would be
she's like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean?
It looks kind of weird.
I'm saying that he showed all tripped out. She's like, "What are you doing here?"
I'd like that a lot more than a connective tissue to BBS. To be honest with you.
Because then it would lead right into whatever's going to happen after Justice League. So imagine he shows up and she's like, "Who are you?" He's like. He goes, "My name is Barry.
You gotta go back.
I need you to come with me." You know what I mean? Or you need to stop them. Or maybe she's the key. Maybe she's the one that he tells, "Hey, you have to do this," and then that alters everything when she gets. I don't know. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. I mean,
really cool. And then he's in a different uniform. That'd be pretty cool. Just I'd be all for that.
Let's see here. Oh, we got Rasha Taylor. What's up, Rasha? I'm glad you made it. I hope you watched all the streams that you wanted to watch. We got AK. He's in the chat as well. What's going on, AK? It will be an announcement of that sort.
Oh, I love
not a movie.
I love his picture. I love the covering of the cow. That's cool.
Oh, no, it's badass. So, guys, before we get any further, though, we do have the Mandalorian watch party coming up tomorrow at midnight when the episode premieres. Matt will be here as well, along with Brian, Master of None. And we got to watch Chapter 14 last week. Now, Chapter 14 was really good. We got to see the return of Boba Fett. We saw Boba Fett use his knee missiles and all the other weapons, and it was a really cool episode. And you're right. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of it. I liked it, but now that I think about it, and now that I've watched it again, I think it is probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire series.
So badass.
It was really, really badass.
I was kind of shocked that you guys were not with me. I was like, what? Because I was talking to my dad about it. I was like, man, it was a really good episode. He's like, yeah, I really enjoyed it too. I don't know what Nicotina's on about. I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, no, I thought it was good, but I mean, it was a lot of action, but I liked it because you got to see Boba Fett in action finally.
Yes.
A little heavier.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. He killed it.
Doesn't matter. He did a great job. You blocked her too. And so if you guys haven't done so yet, if you guys want to watch the episode and, definitely check out our watch party, which is live on Twitch. If you go to my Twitch account, you'll see it on there. Our other good friend, Enosh Fee, a.k.a. Enosh Fett, he had a live stream as well with his family, and they watched the Chapter 14, The Tragedy, and they watched it together. Now, Matt, I don't know if you know about this, but so the episode had a lot of ups and downs, right? Yeah. And a lot of action, a lot of crazy stuff, but something else happened in that episode. There was a tragedy, and yes, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it for you guys. If you haven't seen Chapter 14, The Tragedy, hit the mute button right now until I'm done with this little snippet here, because, guys, there was a tragedy. It wasn't just Grogu, not Baby Yoda. Grogu. It wasn't just Grogu getting captured by Moff Gideon in the Empire, but we suffered another tragedy. A tragedy known as the destruction of the Razor Crest. And we weren't the only ones surprised by this. Enosh himself was also surprised by this. Let's take a look.
No!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So Enosh had a tough time with that one. Poor guy, Razor Crisp.
Yeah, I think that shocked everyone. I think no one had that on their radar that was going to happen because they kept rebuilding the ship. You can't rebuild that now.
No!
And so, guys, the reason why he's so upset, okay, for one, he's not just that upset because the Razor Crest got destroyed. I mean, he is, but so Enosh recently made a purchase, and he purchased this Hasbro diecast toy, and this guy right here that has a hefty price tag of about $350, right? So this was on its way to his house. and before it could get there, the Razor Crest met its ultimate doom, as we saw in that last clip.
No!
So, guys, definitely check out Point Extra Lounge. He's got a great watch party. He does it every week. Definitely worth watching. But yeah, poor Enosh. It makes you wonder, though. When he yelled out no, was it because of the Razor Crest got destroyed? Or was it because he's watching dollar signs just like vanish in front of him? Because I mean, if you watch how he says no, it's not like he's saying no, like, oh no, that sucks. He's saying no as if like he's just
there's
like,
something bigger happening that we don't know about.
Like he's just been insulted. Or one more time.
No!
No, like this can't be happening. But overall, though, it was a really cool episode. I can't wait for tomorrow. Definitely tune in tomorrow at 11 p.m. Pacific time. We're gonna start an hour earlier.
An hour earlier, okay. Help me.
Yeah. Well, because now I'm off on Now I'm off on Thursday. I just realized that.
Cool.
Now that I'm off on Thursdays, it makes more sense for us to start an hour earlier so we can kind of get everybody in here and we could talk about Chapter 14, the tragedy, where Enosh felt the tragedy.
No!
So.
Does he know that clip exists yet? Or
I don't think no, he doesn't. And what's funny too is that I actually messaged him earlier tonight, and I was like, "Hey, so what? Hey, so I heard you bought a toy of the Razor Crest." He was like, "Yeah, man, it's a Hasbro collection." You know, he told me all about it, and I was like, "Is this it right here?" He's like, "Yeah, that's it, man. Isn't that crazy?"
I just show it getting destroyed. Just
And the thing is that like it didn't just get damaged, it didn't just get like fucked up, like it got like incinerated. I mean, look at this thing. Look at it.
No!
It literally got incinerated. The only thing that didn't get incinerated was the best car staff and this little thing right here.
You got it too.
It came with Grogu, this survived.
Yeah,
so all the inferno, this was like into the dirt, you know.
It's made out of Beskar.
Yeah, it's made out of Beskar. It's a Beskar handle. That's what it is. So today at 11 p.m. Yeah, so today at 11 p.m. we will start the watch party. At 11 p.m. An hour before it premieres, we're going to talk about Chapter 14 and what we can expect from Chapter 15. So it'll be a fun show going right into the watch party, which we will then switch over to Twitch and watch the actual episode. Just play it 10 more times. I know. Jesse, it's for you.
No!
Oh my god, interesting. DM me about that. You didn't quite get it. Okay, I don't know what you guys talking about. Sorry about that. I thought you were asking me a question. So another thing that happened too was, so chapter 14, we know that Boba Fett is back. Grogu has been captured, and now they have to try and assemble their team of friends, of super friends, and try and get Grogu back.
Yeah.
So the next episode, I think, will be more of them assembling the squad, because he went and got Gina Carano. I don't know if Carl Weathers is coming with them because they didn't show him.
Well, they have to get that Imperial sharpshooter.
The
right?
sharpshooter,
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
They got to go get Bill Burr.
Yeah.
And so I would imagine the next episode is them breaking him out.
Yeah.
And where that's going to take them and everything. So,
and then Filoni's going to be somewhere around.
Yeah. He'll be a guard, you know? So, but my question is that do you think that will they get Grogu back at the end of this season?
I hope they don't. I want it to end off in a cliffhanger. Like I really just want to crave the next season. I'd love to do that.
What about Ahsoka? Do you think Ahsoka comes back at the end of the season for the finale?
I don't think she will.
You think she's done?
I think they're just gonna do her own series. I don't think she's gonna come back, honestly.
But I mean, but my thing is that was that episode enough for the fans who like my wife watched the show, right? She had no idea who Ahsoka Tano was.
Yeah.
She just thought she looked pretty cool. So if they start their own series with her, do they have to establish her character more before they give her her own series so that the casual fan knows who Ahsoka Tano is?
That'd be a lot of exposition for nothing. It's like look at the Clone Wars. That's your character development for Ahsoka, you know?
I mean, that's
already out there.
Exactly. So they could easily take that route and say, "Hey, look, this shit's been out there already. You should already know."
If you have Disney Plus, you can easily learn it from other things, other sources, Rebels and Clone Wars.
Exactly.
So I feel like it would. And then she already said like another Jedi is going to be coming, or someone's going to be coming. I'm sure at the very end of this series. Who? I don't know. I think it's going to be Luke. I don't think it's going to be freaking Starkiller or Ezra. I hope it's not Starkiller or Ezra.
I honestly, I don't think. I mean, is Starkiller is he officially canon in the universe?
No, but
he's a video game character.
Yeah,
the same as what's his face from Fallen Order?
Cal.
Yeah,
no,
Cal.
Yeah,
Cal something.
Yeah,
the child know who his name.
He's canon. He's canon.
He's canon, but he's not a Jedi though. He was never named a Jedi.
Yeah.
So, quick question: do you think Ahsoka will help Mando rescue Grogu?
I really don't think so. I mean, but if she does, I mean, maybe she will, man. I don't know, because Bo-Katan, that connection, she might help.
Well, I think she will because. She wants to find Moff Gideon. That's who she's going after. She wants information on where Grand Admiral Thrawn is located. So I think that they're going to reconvene with her. And
I can see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I hope, like, then I hope the forces that they go against aren't going to be like easy for her to just swing her lightsaber. Like the speculation you were making with Beskar being on the Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
I hope that's a thing, because that would make sense for her to like be there to me, like, because then like we really do need her help, like this is definitely a threat that like we need a lot of people for.
Oh, here we go. Bad Dan. False. Cal was named a Jedi by the Kree. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Was that in the game that happened? Because you know what, I didn't finish the game because I got stuck, because I tried to race through the game and I got to a point where I couldn't beat
all
somebody.
I know is Yoda declared Luke Skywalker the last of the Jedi he will be.
Exactly. You can't go against the word of Yoda. You can't. What?
Yep.
I said the same thing. I told Bad Dan he's wrong. I know. Well, don't say that. Bad Dan's a nice guy. All right. So let's see, Nick. What do you hope to see in Spider-Man 3? Well, I hope to see a lot of things, and we'll get to that shortly as well.
It's going to be a lot of things.
it's gonna be a lot of things. A lot of things. So moving on to our next topic now. Patty Jenkins made some headlines today as she did an interview with Sean O'Connell on Cinema Blend. And in that interview, she made some pretty pretty cool statements, if I don't say so myself, about a movie we know so well as Josstice League. Now, with Josstice League,
you say that name?
You know what? Forget it. I'll just play the video, and that way I won't have to deal with that again. Okay, so here is the video right now. There it is, and here we go.
How does it connect? You know, where does it weave in to Justice League and the movies that came before it?
Yeah.
Knowing what happened on Justice League, did you even go back and take a look at the theatrical cut to see how Gal was handled in that to make this match at all? Or
I mean, that's a ballsy question to ask her. I mean, she had to have known that was coming ahead of time, I would hope. But the fact that Sean O'Connell asked that question, I was so excited when he said that. I was like, yes, finally. That's a question I've wanted to know for a while, you know? An answer I wanted to know for a while.
do you really just think it's in universe with yours?
The Justice League?
The one that hit theaters.
No, I think that all of us DC directors tossed that out just as much as the fans did. But also I felt that version contradicted my first movie in many ways.
It really
and
did.
This current movie, which I was already in production on. So
Right.
then what are you going to do? I was like, you would have to play ball in both directions in order for that to work. So the only thing I've done and tried to always do is when I knew when Zach was doing Justice League, sort of where she ends up. And so I always tried, like I didn't change her suit because I never want to contradict. I don't want to contradict his films, you know, but yet I have to have my own films, and he's been very supportive of that. And so I think that that Justice League was kind of an outlier because I don't know, they were trying to turn one thing into kind of another. And so then it becomes like, I don't recognize half these characters. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah. It must have been strange to see a character who you helped envision and bring to life.
Everyone's looking like a bobblehead.
But it was unusual. It was
It was hard.
It was hard. And I agree.
Yeah, I hated the whole Steve Trevor reference in Justice League. I thought that shit sucked. It was like, cry me a freaking river.
Well,
Like,
but that was a reshoot. That was
yeah.
by
I
John
figured it
Green
was.
and company.
I'm assuming that's what she's referring to, the contradiction.
I don't know, but Jake Stakes, his camera looks terrible. By the way, I mean, look at that lighting. His nose is like bright white. His forehead is lit up.
He got suntan lotion on his.
I know,
night.
but I loved how he asked that question. Let me see if I can play it.
Tossed that out just as much as the fans did. That
hit theaters.
No, I think that
right
all
here.
of us DC directors tossed that out just as much as the fans did.
I mean, that's huge right there. That basically she's saying we tossed that out just as much as the fans did. So she just basically said that movie is garbage. Because you can take that movie, and this is where you can shove that movie right now. I'll tell you. Get that thing out of here. Throw it down to it. Flush it down if you have to. That movie is absolute garbage, and I'm so glad that it's gone. Now, you can find the entire interview over at Cinema Blend. But first, what we're going to do is let's go over to that article and take a look at what it says here. Hold on. This thing's going to go ape shit, isn't it? Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's pull this one up as well. But Matt, what did you think about that little clip from the interview?
I thought it was really good. I mean, I'm glad like there's passion in what they do, and they're like that's like I'm glad like that they're willing to do their own thing, but respect Snyder's universe. And they didn't really see that in Justice League, which is really good. I'm just glad like that they're sticking to what they want to do instead of like what they have to do. You know.
Did Steve Trevor tell you that?
Yeah, that's
Josstice League. Yeah, that could be the new name.
What absolutely killed me was when Batman smiled of the Return of Superman. That absolutely cemented my grave. After
that was it. That was it. I was like, what is happening? I know. I didn't like it either. Neither did R2. He was like, God. No, it was one of the worst scenes ever. But I love James. I love that right now. James owns the comment of the night. Josstice League. It is
Josstice League.
Josstice League. Oh man, that's really good.
No.
And they made Batman. And
it pissed me off.
Yeah,
man.
Superman fanboy. They really did.
Like,
they really
the
did.
Animated series when Superman was gone, like, and he returned. Like Batman had a straight face. Like he knew he was coming back. Like he was never gone. You know.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, he's not gonna come back. No, he's gonna come back. Come on,
man.
It's like, get out of here with that. Let me see. Where is? I had a thing.
Batman smiling.
I know that was the absolute worst. And you know who has a great video on that is Dave Pena did a video about him smiling. Let me see if I can find that. It's hilarious. We kind of mocks that whole thing. Let me see.
Pizza time. I'm jealous, Fate. I
need some pizza right now too. I was hungry. Instead of eating, I just had a cup of coffee instead, which is probably not the greatest idea, but you know. Batman smiles.
Yeah, the stream's never gonna end.
Yeah, it'll never end now. Here it is right here. Okay, so hold on, let me rewind it. So this is that video I was telling you guys about. Let me bring this over real quick. The screen number 2. And let's stop sharing that and share that. I wasn't even going to show this video, but we just started talking about him smiling. And yeah, I agree. Like him smiling was like one of the worst things that could have happened in that movie. Yeah. It was terrible. So here's that video right here. I love this video. It's one of the ones I watch when I just want something to laugh about because it's so good. The volume all the way up.
Nope. 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 That doesn't count. Nope. 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 So what in the hell is that? It's okay for Batman to smile, but with no teeth. No teeth. And that smile is goofy for even Flash.
But it's true. I remember he did. He's like, it was just like, oh no, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's so bad.
He almost killed you. Why the hell are you smiling?
Yeah.
So stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, but you know, so real quick, let's take a look at the article that I was talking about. Let me leave this. And where did it go? There it is. No thanks. Who wants to sign up for a newsletter? I don't think so. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Okay, so here's the article from a Cinema Blend. There's the video embedded right there that we just watched. And then here it says, when bringing up Josstice League, it's important to clarify which version of the movie we're talking about. Because while Zack is initially directed the 5th DC Extended Universe entry and is finally bringing his full vision of that project to life, hell yeah, for HBO Max, the Josstice League played in theaters was drastically altered during the reshoots, which were helmed by Joss Whedon. Boo! Boo! That Josstice League ended up critically and commercially underwhelming, and Wonder Woman 1984 director Patty Jenkins is among people who don't care for his version of the movie, which everyone kept saying that she liked that version or that she was supporting that version. And yeah, I don't think so. There you go, Andrew. Long live the film junkie. Hell yeah.
I could definitely tell that Patty's a fan of like just this stuff in general. Like it's the same as Zach. It's just like there's passion beats behind her work. I mean, even with Wonder Woman, like there's some stuff referring to Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know, like it's really cool. And then like when you see Josstice League, it looks nothing like what a fan would make. You know, it just looks so Marvel-esque. It just looks like shit.
It looks like shit. And Lady Genevieve, I'll be on here for I don't know, probably for another half hour, 40 minutes, and then I eventually have to go to bed because I have a big day tomorrow. A very big day tomorrow because tomorrow, four nerds tomorrow. We have none than Chris Wong. Oh, god dang it! Get that thing out of there. We have Chris Wong Swenson coming to the show, you guys. He'll be joining myself along with Zeverfett, Nerdy in Many Ways, and ACS will be there as well, obviously, because we are the 4 nerds, and we're gonna have Chris Wong on the show talking about all things Zack Snyder's Justice League, DC, hot dogs, you name it. It's going to happen, and it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. That's tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the Nicotina Show channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. So back to this. He says, let's see, where will we leave off here? Patty Jenkins recently spotted. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so this is her comment that she said in the video. We saw all that. Did it have anything else in there? From the extensive reshoots, which included the mustache gate debacle, oh god, to the allegations that have come out in recent months about Joss Whedon treating the cast and crew unprofessionally and abusively, it's clear that Justice League had a troubled production. Justice League performance was also resulted in a sequel being sidelined and Warner Bros. Prioritizing a standalone movies over more team ups, which is a bad idea. If you ask me, I think anyone would tell you that. Zack Snyder's Justice League had been described as an Elseworld tale. That's what he keeps referring it to, Sean O'Connell. So as far as the main DCU continuity is concerned, it doesn't look like Wonder Woman will be joining forces with her Justice League cohorts again anytime soon, if at all. See, this, I don't know if I can agree with that. And I'll tell you why. So the reason why I can't really agree with that is because, look, now that we know that the DC movies are going to be not only HBO Max, but they're going to be on, out in the theaters as well. So there isn't going to be a separation of, Zack Snyder's Justice League is just in HBO Max. Well, now you're going to see the DCU movies like Wonder Woman 84 on HBO Max. So essentially, you're creating one storyline. You see what I'm saying? You can't separate the two by saying, "Oh, Wonder Woman 84 is in theaters, Zack Snyder stuff, HBO Max only." But now you're getting them all on HBO Max at the same time. So it kind of says like, hey, we're going to expand upon this possibly, that this is going to be the main storyline, which you might as well make it the main storyline because it's the most well thought out storyline compared to what you had before, which was you didn't have anything.
It's their established universe that they have right now. They need to stick to it, not restart. I don't want to restart.
Exactly. I don't want to restart. What is this? Hey, Igor. You don't talk to Silly. No, that's not true at all. I was actually in the chat on his show today when he had on Chris Wong. And you're sick as a dog. Well, as long as you stay at home, Igor, I think you'll be just fine. And Koopy says, Andrew, congrats, man. Looks like you'll be going to get Toby's return in Spider-Man 3. Yes, and we'll get to that in just a few minutes. But I'm glad that she finally made the comment that essentially saying that movie, that Josstice League is a load of crap, and that they basically don't consider that. Why did you say that name? And I'm just glad she said that, because a lot of people had this preconceived notion that she supported that vision and that she supported what Jeff Johns wanted to do. But now here she is saying, no, that's a bunch of crap. That movie sucked. And it contradicted her character, Wonder Woman, that she created in the first movie. So yeah, that would make sense. But no, I'm just glad that she spoke out, and I'm glad that that's been, that's been said, because that movie is freaking terrible.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to leave it in the past. So since we're on the topic, Spider-Man 3 looks like they're bringing everybody back. I mean, we're talking about the entire ensemble of characters.
Yeah.
And, we're looking at all these characters, and not only all Spider-Man characters, but now we're hearing that Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, is supposed to make an appearance in Spider-Man 3. Now that's I don't know, man. That's a shit ton of characters. You're talking about Daredevil, Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone. We're talking about what's his face? Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, Benedict Cumberbatch, for crying out loud. I mean, this is a lot of characters. I don't see how they could fit all of them into one movie and do them justice. It'd be one thing if this is a series, but that's a lot of people right there.
It is a lot, man.
That's a lot of people. I mean, I'm not really sure how they're going to pull that one off. What do you think, Matt?
Gosh, I think Daredevil's just going to be a cameo. I keep hearing he's going to be like Peter's lawyer, since, Peter's most wanted or whatever. So it's just going to be like a small little part. And then Gwen, I mean, didn't she die in Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, she's dead. So I'm not sure how they're going to plan on bringing her back.
She might be a Spider-Man in a different universe, like how she was in Spider-Verse.
It's possible.
That's the only thing I can think of, but that is a lot of characters.
It's a lot of characters. I mean, that's a crowd. I mean,
is that Harry supposed to come back? Bottom right? Is he really?
I don't know.
I hated that Goblin, man. I hated that Green Goblin. That was terrible.
Put this together, and I decided to use it because it just shows everyone that they've been talking about. So,
okay.
It's a pretty cool picture. But yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a huge ensemble. But I mean, if we were to get something like this, I mean, that would look pretty freaking cool if you ask me.
Yeah. I'm fine with just them three. I don't need every freaking villain from each of their movies,
Yeah, and at the same time, are we talking about bringing back more Aunt Mays? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is the original Aunt May from Tobey's Spider-Man, is she even still alive?
Oh man,
I don't even know if she is.
I don't even know.
Field. I'm bringing back Sally Field. or Fields. I think that's how you pronounce it. But no, I mean, that's just a lot of characters, and I think that bringing back that many characters, it may be an overstuffed film. But obviously, you look, you're not going to give a lot of screen time to all these characters. You're going to give screen time to some of these characters. So Gwen to be brought back. I mean, but how are we going to bring back Gwen? How? And is she a spider? She a spider girl, whatever, in a different Spider Gwen. Thank you, Kubi. In a different world, and if so, which world is that?
Well, I mean, you've seen it in Spider-Verse, the white spider. I don't know if you've seen Spider-Verse. Yeah.
No, I have, but what I'm saying, when you're talking about, okay, so basically what you're saying is that instead of just solely sticking with Tobey's, Andrew's, and Tom Holland Spider-Man universes, right? Now you're talking about integrating new universes.
Yeah, just to show that there's other universes besides just the two that we know. I mean, I think that would make sense at least.
OG Aunt May is 93. Is she still capable of acting? I don't know. But then again, you can easily describe his Spider-Man as she already died. You know what I mean? Like in Tobey's world, she's already died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you just don't bring her back. Dude, what if Mephisto is the one that brings the villains to the MCU? That would be pretty crazy. I'll tell you that. I'm glad we're getting the characters again. Yeah, I am too. I really am. Intruder 1092 says, I will tell you, new exclusivo Nicotina show. Joe Manganiello talks to reprise his role as Flash Thompson. No way. He looks. I mean, it's possible.
It'd be cool if he was Agent Venom. If they made him Agent Venom, I'd be so down for that. Like,
yeah,
I really could. Or even the Flash Thompson from Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man. I thought he played a great Flash.
Who?
He was like buzz cut. He was the bully. Flash in the first one. He was
but Manganiello. He was Flash. In
McGuire's. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like even if Manganiello can't do it, I'd be fine with the other guy able to do it because he did a great Flash. I thought.
What's this? Dr. Fate, but that will also bring on Ghost Rider. Now that's cool. Ghost Rider. Oh my God, there's so many characters.
We need more
because Doctor Strange will have she'll have to fight somebody. I know he can't. Okay, so Doctor Strange can't just show up. Well, I mean, look, it's a Spider-Man movie, so technically. He could just be in the beginning. He gets him going, and then later on he shows up at the end to help him get out of this whole mess he's made. I don't know. No, it's not Batman. That is wrong.
Oh, stupid.
That is the
that guy
worst.
Needs to get his ass kicked.
That is the worst ever. When I saw that Flash Thompson, I was like, I don't understand where you're going with this.
Yeah.
It's a throwaway character.
That guy is not a threat. He looks like he gets shoved in lockers.
Check your DM, Andrew. Check your DM. The whole Spidey gang is back. Toby, Andrew, Emma Stone, Kirsten Dunst, and my favorite villain, which is Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina. I think he's one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood. Everything that I've seen him in, every movie that he's in, he does an outstanding job at just being that character. And every movie that I've seen him in, I don't think of him as, that's Alfred Molina. I think of him as whatever character he's playing. That's how good of a job he does. That's why I'm really glad that he's coming back, because he was my favorite villain out of all the Spider-Man villains. Next to him would probably be Michael Keaton as a Vulture. I thought he did an outstanding job as a Vulture. But Alfred Molina, without a doubt, is the best villain in the Spider-Man universe, multiverse, however you want to say it. Dr. Fate writes, Spider-Man 3 will be a movie that opens the multiverse, and I doubt they'll stop that.
Oh, hell no.
Stop at that. Oh, yeah, no, hell no.
Anything DC does, they're going to try to do, That's...
Exactly. Well, but see, like, you guys, everyone in the chat, this leads me to my next question. Do you think that it's viable that they can actually use the X-Men from Fox and bring them over to the MCU? Without having to recast everybody?
They could.
Do you think that's a viable plan? Or do you think, hey, no, at this point, just reboot the whole thing and get new characters in? Because now it's like, if you reboot it, how do you explain mutants? How do you explain a lot of things that are happening in the X-Men universe.
Yeah,
how do you all of a sudden integrate that?
Dumpster, man. Mutants sucked. I think they'd just be better off starting over with the X-Men.
They could be, but I mean, if they were to use the multiverse to introduce the X-Men, reintroduce the X-Men, and that way you don't have to recast everybody. But the problem is that, you know, now if you try to bring in, you know, James McAvoy and all these guys, they're all going to be hella expensive now.
Yeah. So I think they're just going to start over and do their own thing, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have Wolverine anymore either. Hugh Jackman's not going to come back. They'd probably go the X-24 route, but I don't know.
Yeah. I hope to God Toby signs and they make fans happy like me. I know. Let me see.
He's just trying to figure out how much money they'll give him.
That's it.
How much y'all got?
How long do you think Daredevil will be in Spider-Man 3? I don't know.
Not too long. I don't think he'll be there too long. I think he'll just be a cameo. I really do.
No.
Hugh Jackman. No. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what?
It's a trap.
There is no Hugh Jackman. I mean, look, no. I don't want to say there isn't, but I don't see why they would bring him back in Spider-Man 3. But
it's so weird. What the hell are you doing here, Logan?
Hey, bub. You know, like, wow, Hugh Jackman.
I'd rather see Deadpool, if anything.
Yes, I would agree. I think Deadpool is the obvious choice.
Deadpool, then yeah.
I mean, Deadpool. That Dr. Fate, you can't write Hugh Hackman, which is spelled wrong, and then write Deadpool. Oh, that's what I meant.
It's a typo.
That's actually Deadpool and Spider-Man. Yeah, whatever. So, guys, to really break down this whole Spider-Man concept and really get down to the nuts and bolts of all this. Stop. What? I know. I see him too. We're going to bring in our resident Spider-Man expert, none other than Mr. Andrew Casali. What's going on, Andrew?
Hey man, how's it going?
I was supposed to be like, where is he? Good, man, good. So what do you think about this new revelation that these characters are all being brought back for a Spider-Man crossover film?
I'm thinking that this is gonna be the most hyped MCU film of all.
Yeah, no, definitely.
100%, yeah, 100%.
Hey, use my collage. You
didn't notice that earlier when you were in the chat? It worked out really good. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to use it. I mean, Dave used this shit. I was like, I'm going to use it. I mean, honestly, when you heard all this was happening, I mean, you must have been blown away. Ah!
Yeah, sounds like Enosh.
I know. Poor Enosh. The Razor Crest.
No!
So are you excited, Andrew, to know that this is all coming together now?
Of course.
I mean, it's a cool idea. I mean, like just as a fan, it's really cool to see. I'm mainly excited to see Tobey Maguire again, if anything.
Me too.
Yeah, Toby. Definitely Tobey Maguire. More him. More Toby. Yes. So there's an article that came out from comicbook.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'm not going to share audio. It says, it looks like the holidays have come early to save Daredevil crowd. So this is talking about Daredevil being in Spider-Man 3. Reprising his role as Matt Murdock from the canceled Netflix series, which that was a really good series. I thought the fighting in that was brutal. Oh, it was so good. In fact, I felt that the action sequences, the fight sequences reminded me a lot of, or it felt a lot like that's what I wanted to see, like from Batman. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like brutal fighting, you know. But we got to see it at BBS, but we didn't get. To me, we needed more of that. But if they were to make a Batman series, that's the kind of fighting that I would want.
Yeah, with the League of Assassins or the Court of Owls, you know, that'd be really cool.
Exactly. Let's see. So. Where is it here? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. So, Marvel Cinematic Universe appearing alongside Peter Parker in a joint production with Sony Pictures. Cox last appeared as Daredevil over 2 years ago, and now Netflix rights to the character have reverted back to Marvel Studios. Yeah, I'm sure they're just like, ooh, yes. Yeah. This is only the latest surprise casting notice, as it sounds like Spider-Man 3 could explore the multiverse and include different areas in the Wall Crawler cinematic history. eras. Cinematic. Cox showing Spider-Man 3 comes on rumors and reports, which are getting hard to keep up with at this point. With this Cox I don't know why. With this news coming from the often accurate Murphy's Multiverse, for weeks there have been claims including the following: Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will play their respective Spider-Man characters again.
So funny. There's no way you're being immature. No way.
No way at all. Kirsten Dunst will reprise her role as Mary Jane. Alfred Molina has been set playing as Doc Ock character from the original trilogy. Jamie Foxx is playing Electro from Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2. Again, anything is possible. Fox told Comic.com when asked if rumors are true.
No, it's not reliable. They misspelled
it. There it is. J.K. Simmons has already reprised his role, or has reprised J. Jonah Jameson in his post-credit scene from Spider-Man Far From Home. With Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange in Doctor Strange character in Spider-Man 3 as well, it seems the multiverse stories are finally going to be blown wide open, leading into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, guys, what? Go ahead.
This might be in competition with the Flash multiverse movie.
I think so. I think once they knew that DC was moving forward with that, they thought, okay, bring everybody back, sign everybody. We gotta go big, which kind of tells you that if they're gonna
everything, let's do that too. You know, like
do the same thing.
Yeah, but different.
but different.
I don't know. I mean, it's cool as a fan, but it's like, come up with your own shit, man. Come on.
I know. Well, but at the same time, I mean, they did it with Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, that was a cool movie.
Yeah.
They should have just done it live action, but they weren't ready for that at the time in their MCU storyline. I'm more pumped for Spider-Man 3 because Daredevil is my favorite character. Daredevil was a badass. Whenever he was in costume, fighting and doing his thing, I love those scenes.
Play a big role, though. I don't think he's gonna.
No, I don't think he will either. I mean, it's easy to say, you know, he might make an appearance, and then later on at the end he comes back for the finale fight. But it's kind of like, well, how the hell? I don't know. There's just a lot going on.
Leave it to Spider-Man, not Daredevil. You know,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
There's multiples. The other question I had about Spider-Man. Okay, so we now know that this is going to happen. We're going to get a lot of Spider-Man, a lot of them, a lot of characters at that. A whole collage of characters as Andrew provided for us. Since all these freaks are going to come back, and I wonder
if they're going to do like something similar to how like DC's doing their own solo projects. Are they going to have more Spider-Man movies? Like we're going to get a Miles Morales movie or a Gwen movie, or
it's possible.
I feel like that's the route they're going.
But the question I have is, will a Spider-Man die in this movie?
Oh, you really had to go there.
I had to go there. I really had to go there.
You know who it's going to be. Come on. I feel like it'd be Toby, if anything. I don't think Garfield's going to die. It's just my...
he could die because, I mean, he didn't want to play the role anymore. So he could be like, yeah, I'll come back for this movie. Then you got to kill me off.
Or they're going to do Garfield saves Gwen and Garfield's going to die. And they're going to have a parallel. Oh, my God.
There it is.
There it is. It just came to me, man.
Matt just figured it out. No. But I mean, that could be the case. I mean, that could be what happens here.
Like that. And
then that's how they bring Gwen Stacy back. And, you know, Gwen Stacy is now going to be, you know, her version of Spider-Woman, or what was her character called?
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. Okay, well, there we go. What's your name? Spider-Gwen. What's your real name? Gwen. Well, you have your name in the name. Yeah, I do.
Or Ghost Spider.
Since your name's Robin.
I like that name. Robin. Sam Baker's going to show up as the Punisher. Get out of here with that. No, I don't think Sam Richmond will show up as the Punisher, but hey, you never know. But I think if anyone's going to die, so Andrew Garfield, Sony. So look, I think if any of these guys are going to die, it's going to be probably Tobey Maguire, because I mean, he's an older actor. He doesn't want to keep playing Spider-Man. If he lives
baton, or They'll probably pass the baton. I don't know, man. Any route.
How about to cancel Spider-Man 4?
But there wasn't never a. I mean, okay, look,
There was. It's just they never
did it. They never did it. So I mean,
it's supposed to be Vulture,
Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider. Yeah. So that could be how they introduced that character. Is that now he saves Gwen and he dies. But I just don't see. I just don't see them keeping that character going when it comes to Tobey Maguire because of his age. Unless he says, "Yeah, I want to do more Spider-Man movies."
I hope he's not a broken down Spider-Man. He better be still just as cool as he was when we left him, man. You know,
I mean, honestly, the storyline in Into the Spider-Verse, I mean, like you could have had him in that storyline.
Yeah,
the broke down Spider-Man, like easily, because now he's older anyway. But now, if you do that again, you're just like rehashing the story that you already saw. It would be a straight copy off of the animated movie.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to change a lot of stuff out. What's that?
Tobey will do it for his fans that he knows and loves them.
Well, yeah. But right now, I think he's just trying to figure out how much money he can get out of all this.
Yeah, he's like, I want money.
Because he's the only one that we're waiting on confirmation for. He's still in the process of making a deal.
Exactly. I mean, he wants to make as much money as possible. I mean, all these guys do, especially right now with the pandemic. I mean, I'm sure work is tough for some of them. They're probably not getting any work, which is.
I can't remember the last Tobey movie though. I haven't seen him. I don't think on the big screen in a while.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
So this would definitely resurrect his career because, yeah, like you said, Matt, he wants the money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
How do you just have this shit?
I just have this shit.
It makes no sense.
So, if anyone's gonna die, yeah, I think it's gonna be Toby. But now that Matt has said this, I don't know. I think Andrew Garfield might be the one that dies.
It might, just to create the parallel from when Gwen died. It's going to be a complete opposite of when he dies. I don't know.
Yeah, like he sacrifices himself, and Gwen's trying to save him, and she can't save him. And it's like, oh, I see what you're doing there. I see that, and that could easily be the case. But we'll see.
They both die.
They both die. Yeah,
there's only one Spider-Man. Tom Holland. Everybody loves Tom Holland. Nope.
Now I know. So a lot is left to be seen. I think overall though, I'm excited. I want to see Spider-Man 3. I want to see what they can do. And I've said it before. Spider-Man really is the only character in which you have this established universe where we can bring in multiple Spider-Man. I mean, there was Incredible Hulk. You could do the Hulks, I guess, if you wanted to. But but we know that Hulk, that movie directed by Ang Lee, that was not connected to the MCU. That was a standalone movie. So what's up, M. Siggy? And so that's really the only character you have the MCU that you can do this with. So I think that you might as well. But there's so many rumors going around. I mean, we're talking about, I've seen rumors about Tom Cruise playing Iron Man. Just so many crazy.
Wasn't he the original guy they were gonna have, but he gave it to he let it pass.
He let it pass or something. I don't
bring
know
up old news. They're trying to make it new. That's what I think's happening. There's no way.
I mean, we might get a live action Miles Morales. I don't think that we will, but
that'd be awesome. I'm so over Peter at this point.
Yeah,
I want a different story.
We're all kind of like Peter Parkered out,
Yeah.
I just want to see how they react to seeing each other and what they think about Toby's hand webs. Oh yeah, because his come out of his hand, out of his wrist.
Go web, go.
Go web, go. Let me see. What if Kingpin is a villain in Spider-Man 3?
It'd be too much like Spider-Verse. I don't think they.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. No, they can't. They can't do it. But it's gonna be like a Sinister Six. And I think, who was I talking to? I had Philip Barker from Superhero Stress. He was on here one night, and we were talking about how, about having, this whole multiverse with Spider-Man. And he was saying, well, what if Sinister Six is basically two villains from all three
Yeah.
universes.
Remember Scorpion from the first one, the cutscene, him and Vulture? Like that's got to go to something, right?
Scorpion.
Well, that guy's supposed to be Scorpion, Spider-Man villain.
Oh yeah.
In the prison scene, he was asking if he something about Spider-Man. I forgot what it was. I mean, yeah. Like they could be coming to this one. That could be a possibility. I totally forgot about it until you brought up Sinister Six.
It could easily be. And then the last topic that we're going to go to. So Andrew, thank you so much. I wanted to bring you on when we talk about Spider-Man. I know that you're a huge fan, and you're also helped leading the way for a campaign to get Spider-Man 4. Is that right?
Yes, that's true.
And do you want to say anything about your campaign of Spider-Man 4 while you're on the air?
Well, it's just a group of people who are dedicated fans of Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire and want to see Raimi's vision of the fourth film made.
Exactly. And hopefully it will get made because we'll get to see where that story was going to go. But I'm going to move on now. So, hey, Andrew, thank you so much for coming on here and talking with us about Spider-Man. And it's nice to have you back on the show. But thank you for stopping by, man.
All right, bye.
You have a good night.
I think Andrew was trying to keep it down because I know his parents are sleeping close by. So
they're gonna bust in.
Well, no, that's what he says. In the past, I'm like, why are you whispering? He's like, oh, my parents are sleeping. I'm like, oh, okay. So the last topic that we had was the topic of, well, not the complete last one, but for the most part, was Deathstroke Speaks Out. Now, Joe Manganiello did an interview with Entertainment Tonight where he talked about Ben Affleck's script. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see how that kind of unfolded. Where the hell is it? Here it is.
What can I tell you? I'm back, for starters. I think that cat's out of the bag. I'm back. I made some modifications to the character. I was able to put a little more of my stink on the character this time, or at least nudge the character in the direction that I wanted to go. There are Easter eggs, one in particular that I snuck in for hardcore fans with the pause button. So we'll see if anybody catches it. But I snuck some little tiny subtle thing in there that I wonder if people will get. No, it was great. It was great to be reunited with Zach, which, funny enough, we spent a good solid chunk of pandemic recording for the new Army of the Dead Las Vegas animated series, which is like mind-blowing fun, and I cannot wait to see. It is absolutely it's awesome. So I've actually seen a lot of Zack Snyder over break. Like I'm talking like it's like summer break here. No, over the pandemic I saw a lot of Zack. So but it was great to see him. It was great to put the armor back on, and it was great. Like I said, we made some modifications that I think people are going to be excited.
That sounds really exciting. Can you imagine that?
He sounds good. Like in the beginning, he kind of, whenever he talks, it just reminded me of the OG Teen Titans Slade, how he talked. That's kind of the vibe I get from whenever he's talking. Like I feel like that's going to be a really good Slade. I'm so excited for it.
Oh, I know. And, that was one of the coolest things, too, is that, how they talked about when Zach called him and said, hey, do you want to come back and do this? And he said, yeah, I do. And he said, okay, is there anything that you want to change from the character? You know what I mean? Like he wanted his take on the character as well, or anything that he wanted to add to it, which is so cool that Zach would even do that.
Well, it's good to have a connection to where you're with the character and you come up like with the adjustments that you think would be cool, rather than just say, "Hey, do this," and hopefully it works. Like I'm glad he gives people freedom to do what they want to do to make the character come to life. I feel like that really does benefit the character.
Oh yeah, and I'm just so excited to see, Zack Snyder's Justice League and be able to see Deathstroke in that series, movie, however you want to call it, and to see where his character goes and what they're going to do with that character. Because I think at this point now, it's pretty blatantly obvious. If you're going to have Deathstroke in the movie, then that means you're going to have a Batfleck movie or series that follows it. You have to. Yeah. There's no reason to bring back Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke if you're not going to continue on with that story.
And there's too much hype around it. Like they have to do
it.
They
have to do it.
They're stupid. Like simple as that.
They have to do it, and he actually said a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking about. I mean, look, I love Joe Manganiello. I think he's such an awesome guy, and believe me, the event that's coming up pretty soon, Deck the Hall of Justice. I'm trying to get him to come on, but he's not answering my call. I'll tell you that. But if I can get him on to talk about that, that would be freaking awesome. So Joe,
he's just as open as Zack Snyder about talking about everything, which is really cool. I mean, I respect that.
Exactly. And guys, real quick, I mentioned it just a second ago, but there is an event coming up on December 20th. Where did I put that thing at? Called Deck the Hall of Justice. It's a charity event to raise money for AFSP for the Autumn Snyder Tribute Fund. We're really branching out and making this a worldwide event. And the reason why I say that is because, not only do we have this amazing schedule of shows that includes so many great shows from here in the U.S., including Den of Nerds, which Josh was so, he was so easy to work with, and he wanted to be a part of it. He has a great show called Den of Nerds. It's actually on this schedule. It shows that it starts at 8 a.m. It'll actually be starting at 7 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday, December 20th. That will lead into Multiversity, which is hosted by Jonita Davis. That will then go into Women of Watchtower, which has Wonder Meg, Jonita Davis, Amanda Lauren, and I believe Fatma as well. And that goes right into World's Finest, which features our good friend, none other than Anthony Sherfield of ACS Universe and Wonder Meg as well.
It's fire.
And then that will go right into Point Extra Lounge, then into the main event.
For nerds.
Look what I have created!
And then from Four Nerds, we'll go right into the League of Mayhem, Real in Motion, comic book debate. Dave, the Film Junkie, and Chris Wong doing a combo show, and we'll end the night with Lightcast Podcast featuring Taylor Murphy. Now, guys, we are going to be releasing a schedule that will have guests and artists attached to each panel this weekend. So look out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely something to look forward to on the 20th, but it does not end there, because this is a worldwide event. And I wanted this to be something that encompassed everybody, the entire fandom, as much as possible. So what we did was we reached out to a number of shows around the world to try and bring them into this event as well. And this is the roster that we have assembled of the international panel. It will include Sean Mayer, which is movies that matter with the Viking. He has his own show called The Movie Buffs, which is out of the UK. La Huerga de Gotham, which is Gotham Bonfire. They will be a part of this as well. They'll have their own show, and they're out of Spain. Gotham Sirens. I put Argentina, but they have members of the group that are in Argentina, that are in Spain, that are in Chile, or in different countries all over Latin America. So that's gonna be really cool. We have John Doe Movies, which is straight out of Spain, and then we also have Geek House Show, which is located in the Middle East. They're in a couple different locations, but they want to be represented as the Middle East, so we did that just for them. It's going to be a really amazing event. All of this is just to help raise money for AFSP, and we want to reach that goal of $50,000 that Zach had set back on the 17th. I know we can do it. We all feel that we could do it, and we're going to be united together to do that. And here is that fund right now. You can see right now it's at $30,000. So if we were to start today, obviously we'd have to raise a little less than $20,000, and I think we can do that because this is going to be a worldwide event, and everyone's going to be able to partake in this. We are adding guests each day, so when that schedule drops this weekend, we're hoping to have a final schedule that'll have all the guests that are going to be on every show. So it's going to be really, really exciting to see, be able to announce the guests that are going to be on the show, because I'm telling you right now, some of these guests you're not going to want to miss. You're not going to want to miss. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. Let's see. And then at the same time, there's more. Okay, so another thing that I want you guys to really, take part in, because it means a lot to me, and I wanted to create something that all the fans can kind of be a part of. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about this right here. This is the Deck the Hall of Justice video submission event. So record 10 to 15 seconds of a video of yourself saying a few words of appreciation or gratitude for Zack Snyder and his family and the RTC or RTSC movement. Now, there's a link to this. If you go to my Twitter page, you'll see the tweet from Krypton Caged, or go to Krypton Caged's Twitter account, and there was a tweet for this that I'll have a Google Drive link in which you can upload your videos. If you guys can't even do that, I don't care if you guys tape it and just tweet it out. Reply to this tweet and put the video in there. I want to get as many as possible. If we get enough of these, what we're going to do is we're going to have a compilation of these videos play at the beginning of every single stream, and that's how many I'm hoping to get, because I really feel that this is the one chance where all the fans have an opportunity to voice, to give them a voice, to say something of appreciation to Zack or to the movement. And I really want everyone to feel like they're a part of this event as well, because we've come a long way, and now we know that we're getting Zack Snyder Justice League in 2021. But it's more than just a movie or show. It is, we've raised so much money for AFSP, for mental health awareness as well. It's a serious thing. It's a real thing. And the fact that we're all coming together, united to do this, it just means so much, not only to me, but to the entire movement, to Zack, to everybody. So guys, December 20th, mark your calendars. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a Sunday. And we have some really, really big time guests that we're lining up for this event as well. So each show will have its own little, a guest, or if not, a setup for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So guys, definitely tune in. It will be worth your while, because it's going to be hella fun. One more time, there is a schedule. There is the international schedule, which we might even add more shows to as well. And then there is the video submission as well. So what?
I like how the other one is just, it's not as clear.
I know. It was a screenshot. It was a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Matt had to get going. But yeah, guys, so definitely check that out. It's going to be really cool. Thank you, DC. Thank you so much. And Geeks, thank you for doing that as well. Jesse submitted something to Why Not Stuff. So also, if you go to Why Not Stuff's account on Twitter, there was another event that we're doing where you get to basically, he has instructions on, you can do a saying, you can do a drawing, and we're going to add it to one big collage that all the fans can contribute to. So it's going to be really, really cool. We need more submissions though, because we want to make it as big as possible. So guys, if you can, go to Why Not Stuff on Twitter, on Twitter, go to his account, find the link. It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I want everyone to be a part of this as much as possible. I don't know. I mean, Jesse, you got to work that out with Rasha. If you guys want to do an Aussie New Zealand show, then you got to let me know. Because if you do, then you're on board. Just let me know, man, and I'll make it happen. Yeah, I might make a quick video tomorrow as well. I keep forgetting. I know, guys. I know the idea of making a video. It's something that it's easy to procrastinate, because I know that I get asked to do something now and then, and I forget as well. And you can ask Jesse Allen about that one. But once you do it, it takes literally less than a minute to do it. And then you can upload it, or if you don't even want to find the link to upload, I don't care if you do it. If you film the video and then just tweet it or send it to me on DM, my DMs are open, and then that way I'll be able to send it over to Krypton Caged. And actually, I would say send it over to Krypton Caged if you can. That way he can pull the video off and use that. I'm going to do my thumbnail tonight for the video. Oh, cool, awesome. Yes, that one took 2 months. It really did. I'm sorry about that, but it really did. It took me 2 months to get my video. I felt really bad about that. So, guys, definitely check out Deck the Hall of Justice on December 20th. It's going to be cool. It's going to be amazing. We want to reach that goal of $50,000. We need another 20,000, a little less than 20,000, and I know we can do it. I feel that we can do it, and we have the entire world working together to do this, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you, Geeks, for doing that. And Sickness, I don't know about that, but Cygnus, I hope you submit a video as well. You too, Andrew. Jesse said he might do it. Bat Dan, you better do one as well, man. Come on. All you guys. You guys are all part of this movement, and you guys all need to be a part of this. It's going to be super, super cool. So with that, we are going to say goodbye to everybody as we're running out of time for the show. Matt, tomorrow is a big day.
Yeah, yes, I am so excited. I cannot wait to see it. I can't wait to see what unfolds. See more Boba action, most definitely.
Boba.
Cannot wait, man.
Your dad always goes, Boba, hup, hup.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll talk about all of that tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Pacific time. We'll talk about all that, what we can expect and what happened in chapter 14. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see who shows up in this episode. Because now it's about, breaking that guy loose and, probably assembling more of his team. Because I feel that in the finale, we're going to definitely see Bo-Katan and her little gang. But
I got a feeling they're not going to be coming with open arms, though, because he did leave
them.
So it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds.
Definitely. And then hashtag Us United as well. Definitely.
Sir.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow night at 11 p.m. with Matt and Brian, Master of None, for the Mandalorian Watch Party Chapter 15. And until then, you guys, I will see you guys next time. Where is it? No!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.